Hello, everyone, and welcome to the world of Doc Schome, the Science Gnome. Hopefully, this little vignette will give you a little insight about me, Doc Schome. I know I'm looking forward to getting to know more about you throughout the time that we're together. Well, it all started in a small East Texas town of Sulphur Springs. I was born the kid of a preacher. Just look at that baby. Look at how happy I am. That's one thing that's never changed since my birth, and that is I love to laugh, and I always see the bright and positive side of life. My family moved to Georgia when I was young, so I really consider myself more of a Georgia boy. I graduated from Warner Robins High School, which is home of the Demons. While there, I ran cross country for a few years, ran track for one. I was in the science club, beta club, humanities club, and my part-time job was working at the local recreation department. After high school, I attended the University of Georgia with the hopes of getting a marine biology degree. And while at Georgia, I spent my summers working as a camp counselor down near Valdosta. Those experiences at college, along with my counseling experiences, helped me decide that what I really wanted to do was be a science teacher. So I graduated with a biology degree and a teaching certificate. Oddly enough, I would never ever teach biology. Kind of weird, I know. After college, you would have thought I would have went straight into education, but I took a little detour and I helped some of my friends open a Provino's Italian restaurant in Greenville, South Carolina. I really enjoyed it, but fortunately I got a call to come and take an interview for a teaching position in Georgia. And lo and behold, I ended up at North Cobb High School. And let's just say that was the beginning of my educational career. But it wasn't long before I transitioned from being a warrior to being a Hoya. And I'm telling you right now, being a Hoya is awesome. I usually tell my students that getting involved in high school and getting plugged into things outside of the classroom is just a great way to enrich your experience at the high school level. Well, that's not just good advice for kids, it's good advice for us adults too. And so from the day that Harrison opened, I've always tried to find ways to get to know students outside of the classroom. So I've had the opportunity to work with student government and the student council. I was a co-sponsor and also a class sponsor for several years. Back then, the student government was called the Wall, but it's still a good opportunity to get to meet a lot of students in a lot of different ways. As a science teacher, I also co-sponsored the environmental club, which we call the Hope Club, and have been working with that with other teachers since the beginning of Harrison as well. I dabbled in the athletic world by coaching girls volleyball for 6 years and girls basketball for 6 years. Also, great and enjoyable experiences. So even when I wasn't in charge of a club or a sport, but getting to know students outside of the classroom has always been a treat. Teaching is a huge part of my life, but as Confucius might say, balance in one's life is very important. About 10 years into my teaching career, my personal life took a change. I have been very blessed to meet an awesome lady, and we've been married more than 20 years of love and laughter and awesome experiences together. Add to that two incredible kids, and I am one very lucky guy. Of course, working on a doctoral program while newly married and having two young children can be very overwhelming, but I'm glad I did it, and I graduated with my PhD, my doctorate of philosophy in 2005. I'm not sure some of you are aware, but your teacher is a celebrity. Yep, I appeared on Family Feud as the Kennedy family, and we were on 3 shows. Was able to meet Steve Harvey, have an awesome experience, and definitely there were nerves, but it was so much fun. and we were able to win the big money on one of our shows. It was quite an experience. But why stop there? Several years later, I submitted a video to audition for Wheel of Fortune, and in the contestant search, I got selected and I appeared on Wheel of Fortune. I had an amazing last puzzle comeback to make it to the bonus round. And in case you're wondering, I did solve the final puzzle. It was a very busy schedule. I have to say, one of the things that I enjoy the most is traveling. I love traveling with my family, and I also like to meet up with friends every now and then as well. I'm usually not too picky. I like to go to new places, meet new people, and learn new things. It's just fun to get out and just see the world. And finally, when I'm not at school, I enjoy activities like exercising, watching and going to college football games, playing golf, participating in activities and services at my church, and just some general landscape around the old abode. I like doing stuff. I like enjoying life. I've been very blessed with all the things that I have. And all in all, fellowship is what really drives behind what I do. I like being around people. I'm definitely a people person. And that's why I feel like teaching has been such a rewarding career.